This evening. I promise you're not going to be having any of that happening with you this evening, so you can relax. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through to Dewpoint this evening. Evening to all of you who've tuned in live from around the country tonight in this very exciting evening here at Dewpoint. Most of you know that have booked for this evening, that this evening is Thematic Thursday. Thematic Thursday is a very specific event that we hold only once every 3 months here at Dewpoint, and it is the evening in which I take Dewpoint completely apart and I show you how we built it from the ground up. Dewpoint is a good couple of years old now, and so I have the opportunity of reminiscing, in a sense, here at Dewpoint to show you what we've done, how we built it, the questions we raised, and the answers that we came across as we built this business for South Africa in the 21st century. This is important. It's important because it's an evening where even you as existing wealth engineers at Dewpoint can get to learn a little bit more about us so that you have a little bit more confidence in what you're doing with us. And of course it's important because it's an evening where you can bring people, those of you who are guests this evening, who like lots of detail and want lots of answers. That's perfect. That is what this evening is for. And like I tell you often, every one of our presentations is recorded, is on YouTube, and this presentation this evening will be on YouTube after this. So even if you don't understand everything you've heard or you don't catch everything I say this evening, go afterwards, sit down, whether it's tonight or tomorrow night or over the weekend, and go and watch it again. It's there for you to watch again. These are the tools that we offer you here at Dewpoint. They're permanently available in the public arena, permanently for all of you. So I hope you enjoy this evening with me. I love it because it takes me back to when we first started dreaming and building Dewpoint. And so for me, it's a time of great excitement, remembering the passion we put in and what drove us to form Dewpoint in the first place. Now, to start with, Dewpoint is a division of an insurance company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It is a listed and licensed insurance company. You're not dealing with a middleman here. You're not dealing with a startup. You're not dealing with something that we invented in a garage. You are in fact dealing with a 66-year-old insurance company, one of the few that is licensed for life, short-term and medical insurance. Go and look us up on the Financial Services Conduct Authority's website, the FSCA's website, and go and look us up on the JSC's website. We are listed under the Conduit Capital Group on the JSC. Everything you need to know about Constantia and Dewpoint is online. For those of you who are watching us live this evening, I know for many of you, and I met some of you today in our halls here, who go, I won't believe it until I see the building. As I pointed out to the ladies that were here this afternoon, you can see we're quite real. This is not something from overseas. We haven't blown in from China or Nigeria or America or Australia or anything. This is a homegrown South African business. You can see us, feel us, touch us. I'm going to flex the screen for you. You see, that's real walls. This is a real business. You do not need to visit us to know that we are real. Everything you need to know about us is online. Do all the research you want to. Be comfortable with who you are dealing with here this evening, because skepticism is a real thing in South Africa because we've all been burnt before. We know that. There are so many things going on. I'll get into them as we go through this evening. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider as a licensed insurance company. That's one of our FSP licenses. Take it away with you. Go and do your research. In addition, if you're here with us this evening, as all of you are, go and look at next to our front door there. You'll see all of our licenses hanging on the wall there this evening. All right, now, the people here, very important. If we're going to build this business from the ground up, as we have, we've got to start with the right people. The right people, ladies and gentlemen, are people that have been in this industry for a long time. I said to you in the beginning, this is not a garage startup. We didn't sit together as buddies at the rugby club and go, you know what, I've got a great idea how to take money from South Africans. That's not what we did. We sat down as I say, a 7-decade-old insurance company, and we said, we have to put together a team that is going to be able to do what we want to do here. So we put together, starting with me in the corner over here, what we did first, basically, is we ordered the slide in beauty order. I am the most beautiful, and then it just deteriorates from there. I'm Brendan Benfield. I'm a chartered accountant by trade. I'm the co-founder of an insurance company called Prime Meridian Direct. Some of you might have heard of it. We do lots of direct marketing around the country. It is a life, motor, and health insurance company, and I've spent the last 20 years cutting my teeth in the financial services space. I'm also a visiting fellow of MIT. Now, we don't say these things to boast. I want you to have confidence, because a lot of what we see these days, a lot, are these kind of internet things that kind of come, promise you things, and you never know who's behind them. You can't see the people, you can't see the offices. One of them I enjoyed tremendously. I went onto their website. They've got a computer drawing of their offices. Don't laugh. It's one of the most, I mean, in the last year, about 50,000 people have gone to that website. I don't understand why. And spent money there, and yet there's their office, a computer drawing. Well, we've got a real office. They have stock photos of people. Well, you can see we're all very real. So I want you to have this confidence about you here at Dewpoint. Then we've got Tim over us here. He's sitting in the corner there. You can see him there while he's doing our tech for us this evening. He is, in fact, a chartered accountant like me. He spent nearly a decade and a half in the banking industry working at the First Rand Group, reporting directly to the CEO. So he has tremendous experience in risk management and banking. Then we have Stacey over here. She's our resident auditor. She comes out of the realms of Deloitte, also a chartered accountant, and has worked both locally and overseas before she joined us here at Dewpoint. So for those of you who are worried about the mathematics this evening, we have about 6 million accountants and actuaries in our business. If we got the maths wrong, well, then everybody's going to get the maths wrong. All right, so just cross that one off the list before we get any further. Then we got Jane. Jane is actually from the UK, but she spent the last 10 or so years here. She has been involved in direct selling both internationally and locally. Brings a tremendous amount of experience. She's actually very well known in the direct selling market in South Africa. Then we've got Rob van der Bijl. He is our design expert, ran his own design company in the financial services space for nearly 20 years. It was called Wired. It did the branding for Investec. So those of you who know the Investec branding, that comes from his company. He's done MasterCard, and he's done a whole lot of other financial services companies. If you can chat to him, he'll tell you all the stories, and there are lots of stories when it comes to doing marketing in the financial services space. All of us combined together have come together to do what we do here at Dewpoint. Now, what we do at Dewpoint is wealth creation. I want us to all very clearly understand this evening that this is not a network marketing company. This is not another product selling company. This is not another one of those gather you in your bedroom or your lounge after the braai for a business opportunity companies. That's not what we do here. At Dewpoint, we are a wealth creation company. If you want to compare us to anyone, compare us to ABSA's wealth creation division. Compare us to Investec's wealth creation division. Compare us to FNB and RMB's wealth creation divisions. That is what we do here. We are the wealth creation division of Constantia Insurance Company. The only difference between us and them is that they focus on high net worth individuals. And they say, come to us, if you've got 100 million rand, we will grow your wealth from there. At Constantia, we said we have a very different problem in South Africa. We have a problem that the vast majority of South Africans are getting poorer every day. Now, you might think that you're not one of those. Unless you are part of the top 0.5% in the country, you are one of those. If you guys have been following the newspapers this week, there's been some very interesting revelations that have been coming out. I don't know if you saw the business, the finance section of the Business Day this last week. They were talking about the average take-home pay of South Africans. It has decreased for the second year running. Now, that can't be right because they told us inflation was only 6%. Well, in this article, they brought all of the inflation numbers back out for the average guy on the street, not the guy who buys mining materials and iron ore. The average guy on the street. And the average guy on the street, his value, his worth has decreased 2 years in a row in South Africa despite increases. Despite salary increases, they have not kept up with inflation. You know already that we've had 3 petrol price increases this year. Just gauging by how much petrol is going into my wife's car, it has gone up by 50% since January. They told you 17 cents. Go test. Go and see how much you were paying on petrol at the beginning of this year and how much you're paying for petrol now. 50%. If petrol goes up, everything goes up. And they were actually talking about this in this article that I was reading. They were talking about how the fact that we haven't yet experienced the impact of the increases in petrol and VAT this year. Their statistics of the average amount of take-home pay having decreased for South Africans 2 years in a row is before the impact of the petrol price increases in the VAT. They say that this will be the worst economic year in South Africa's history. Now, you might think I'm trying to market to you. I think when you get to know Dewpoint, you'll know that we don't do marketing here. This is not a ploy. I'm not trying to rope you into something. One of our wealth engineers here knows what it's like to be roped into something. You go to a presentation where they beat you about the brow until you sign something and then take money from your account. That is not what happens here. I'm just laying out the facts for you. And I think as South Africans, often we like to hide from the facts, don't we? We don't want to hear them, because if we hear them, then we're going to have to do something about it, and that can be quite hard. Folks, we have a problem. And we had this problem 3.5 years ago when we sat down to design DuePoint. 3.5 years ago, we said we have to start creating real wealth for South Africans in a way that every South African can be equipped to do so. And that is where we started with the DuePoint system. So we made the statement, we asked the question, how do we create wealth? Well, there are 3 accepted general rules for wealth creation. If anyone's an actuary or an accountant, you will know and understand these rules very well. The first rule is that you have to create more than one stream of income. That is just a basic fact of the universe. If you wish to increase your wealth, you cannot do it by having one job. You can't. That will continue to make you poorer every year. You have to have a second stream of income. The second rule is you have to spend less than you earn. Something that has become somewhat of an impossibility in South Africa, especially with 4 petrol price increases in 1 year and a VAT increase. Spending less than you earn is now becoming an impossibility in South Africa. And then the third golden rule is that you have to protect what you've got. Whatever you have to make sure that you can keep it for as long as you can. Now, understanding those 3 golden rules, we started to devise our plan at DuePoint. We looked then at how do we increase income for South Africans. What are the things that we can do? Well, these are every possible way that you can make income. Any other, I've said before, maybe someone comes to me and says, no, that's not true. I'm a prostitute. I make money prostituting myself. I'll say, no problem, that's commission. Then you'll say, no, well, I run my own church. And I'll say, no problem, that's running your own business. Every type of income I'm going to display to you now. There isn't another category. You have active income. Employment is active income. You have to work for your money. You have to go. All of you know this. You have to go. You don't work, you don't earn. Okay. Commission, you have to work for it. Whether you're a real estate agent, a commission tele assistant, or whatever it might be, you are going to work for that commission. When you don't work, you don't earn your commission. Then you've got run your own business. Fantastic. Those of you with a great business idea, go out, you'll have to find capital, set up an office, get staff, make sure you legislated, blah, 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 to run your own business. Okay. Actively working to make a profit. Second category actually straddles the first and the third one, is investments. You can invest in the stock market and become a great trader. All right. One thing about that, you've got to start with some money. Something most South Africans don't have. You've got to start with some form of capital. Very risky. Generally, you need to know what you're doing, otherwise you lose your money. Property, well, property, maybe around the world up until now, property was an investment that could create money for you. In South Africa, big question mark at the moment. Is it worth putting your money into something that might not be yours in a few days' time, in a few months' time? Big question mark. And again, you need capital. You need the money to buy the property. Any of you out there property moguls? You buying property up? No? Yeah, no? Average South African? No, obviously. And then buying and selling high-value investment items. Bugatti Chirons, McLaren F1s, pieces of art, Monets. Again, probably not the thing the average South African is going to do, but it will create you income. And then the third category is passive income. All right, passive income, you get rental income. If you've got a nice portfolio of properties, it will generally create for you rental income every month. People generally don't tell you that you've then got to go and do maintenance and sell and buy the properties when they burn out and find tenants and all that, but it falls in the passive income space, rental income. We've got interest. You've got a nice big bank balance, you get interest. You don't have to work for it. You put the money in the bank, and at the end of the month, every month, there's your interest. How many of you guys have got a big bank balance? Well, pretty much none of you. I was looking at the statistics. In South Africa, it's pretty much none of us. I think it's less than 10% would have a balance worthy of creating interest. All right, so I'm crossing off the lists here for you. And then the last one is creating an annuity income. This is creating a device, building an asset that produces on a monthly basis an income for you, whether you work or not. Those are the only categories of income that you can produce as an individual in South Africa. We looked at this list and we said, okay, what are we going to do to get the average South African to create wealth? We certainly can't do any of these because they don't have the capital. This is what the ABSA Wealth Creation Division does, an RMB private bank and etc. with their high net worth individuals. But we needed to tackle something every South African can do. And so we were left with an annuity income system. We had to create something that would empower you to build an asset that creates an income on a monthly basis that is reliable and steadfast and does not necessarily require your input every single month. This would then equip you to keep your job, your active income, and grow your wealth on the side. So that was where we started. Now, with that mechanism in place, we designed what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to now contract with us as a licensed and registered insurance company, one of the few in the country, as what we call a wealth engineer. We needed to give you a title, and we knew that you would be engineering your wealth, so we called you wealth engineers. It's not a fancy made-up marketing kind of thing. It was just what you will do. And what we said was, we are not going to put you in the position of any of the actives or the investment categories. We're putting you into the annuity income, so you're not going to sell anything here at DuePoint. There's no goodies, there's no pots, pans, toiletries, cleaning agents, milkshakes, pills, cryptocurrency, etc., etc. You are not selling anything at DuePoint because that does not create wealth. It does not create wealth. For those of you who've been involved in it before, you know it does not create wealth because it gives you what we call transactional cash. You sell the pot, you get your 450 Rand, and then it's gone. You then have to run back to your friend the next month and sell him the same pot again. But he doesn't want the same pot. So now you have to find someone else, and you start from zero every month. That is not wealth creation. It is not what we do at DuePoint. At DuePoint, we use financial services and lifestyle products. Those are ours, the insurance company. They run on automatic debit orders, and that means that no matter what you are doing in any given month, whether you are busy, whether you are sick, whether you are on holiday, those debit orders raise, whether it's Christmas or Easter or your birthday, the debit orders raise, and when they are paid, your income comes in. Now, as a DuePoint wealth engineer, you are therefore left with one task, just one task, the one task of connecting people to us. That's all, connecting. This is the 21st century. What do we do with things like Facebook and Twitter and all of these social media? We connect people to us. We connect them. And we leave you with that task here at DuePoint. Just connect individuals to us. By connecting people to us, you put us in the position as the insurance company to go out and do the work that we do, which is selling our products. We now sell into an extended market space that we've got, and it's when we sell those products that we're able to create that extra recurring income for you. Now again, this is not something new. We've been doing this for a few years. We've already proven that the model works. What we've done is we've put people in a position that with the DuePoint system, they are now able to create wealth, money that is there every month, reliably and steadfast. Money they can forecast on. They know what they'll be getting every month as the months pass ahead of them. That is so different from anything else that, excuse me, that is being done in South Africa today. So I ask the question at this point. One of the biggest challenges that we face at DuePoint, one we never realized we were going to face, is the level of stigma that comes in this kind of market. We did not realize that people would automatically assume, no matter what we said, that we were like these other things that they'd seen before, like the things that sell products, like the things that are network marketing, like. That is not what we do. That is, however, what we face as we go out into South Africa and we say to South Africans, what is your backup plan right now? If you guys read the newspaper this week, you would have seen it was a wonderful article, front page, that said the average South African, and when they said that they meant 99.5%, they actually gave the stats a little bit further down. The average South African is one incident away from absolute poverty. One incident. Why? Because South Africans have one source of income, at best, It's their jobs. What's happening with jobs at the moment, guys? They are dropping like flies. They're dropping like flies. Today, in that article that I told you about a little bit earlier, they were talking about how the public sector, government jobs, are the ones now currently at the greatest risk. The greatest risk. They've had a delay on their increases by 4 months because they cannot afford to pay them. They cannot afford to pay them. One incident away from poverty. So if you're out there this evening, wherever you may be, and you might be going, I am not doing this, I would rather sleep under the bridge, fine. But our question to you, as it has always been to everybody who's a skeptic when they come into DuePoint, and I do appreciate that, is what's the backup plan? What is it? Where do you go? What do we do as South Africans when that incident occurs? What do we do? At DuePoint, our objective is to put into your hands an insurance policy. An insurance policy that when the wheels come off, you have an income stream that is there, that is reliable, and that is there, that is steadfast for you. That's what we do. Now, sort of reason number 2 that we had to tackle ourselves. I mean, we look at us, we all looked at it and went, geez, we're chartered accountants, we're lawyers, we're actuaries. We don't have time. We don't have time. And we went, but how can anybody do this? Because nobody has time. I know you're thinking it already this evening. You're going, this is great, fine, I hear you, but I don't have time. I had my best friend in my office about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Sat him down, full of stigma, and I was sitting there, no, I'm not doing this, I'd rather sleep under the bridge. And he said to me, Brendan, I don't have time. And I said, welcome to the biggest club in the country. The club of I don't have time. Folks, we know you have no time. How many of you are working 40, 60, 80, 100 hours a week? Look at us. It's Thursday evening. It's 7 o'clock at night. And what are we doing? We're basically at work. Okay? This is what we do as South Africans. This afternoon I was talking to another acquaintance of mine. He's been living in Dubai for 11 years. He says he cannot believe the pace in Johannesburg. He says in Dubai they run at 1/10 of the pace that we're working at here. Here we are out of control. We don't have time. We knew this when we built the DuePoint system. And so we designed it in. We put leverage in. This is where people start to confuse us and think that we're some kind of network marketing system. We're not. What we did was we allowed you to leverage others in the creation of your wealth. We knew that you would not have time. And so we allowed you to duplicate yourself in others. That's not network marketing. That's good business. What does your boss do? He duplicates himself through you. What did I see the other day? Yes, every company is a pyramid scheme. I saw it, the CEO, his 2 vice presidents, middle management, and the staff. You know, all of them are a pyramid scheme. Everything. Government, 2 vice presidents, you know. What we did was we said, we need you to leverage others because you're not going to have enough time. But we need your time to build your wealth. So build teams. We call them channels here. Build teams. Connect people to us and use others to leverage your wealth and the growth of your wealth here at DuePoint. This is not a job. This is independence that we give you. We put the tool in your hands and you get to use the tool. Now, the next question, how much is it going to cost me? Today, have we not learned again how every other system in South Africa costs you? That's what I said in the beginning. They start off looking like this, and you guys said, where's the credit card machines? That's right. We mount the credit card machines outside the door. On the way out, we open the doors when you've swiped your card. No, in South Africa, we've all been losing money for too long. For decades. That's what garage startups do. That's what Facebook pages and websites do. They say, I'll make you rich in 90 days, just give me your money. My wife got an email from the Prince of Nigeria the other night. Apparently I'm going to get $108 million. I just need to send them my passport, my banking details, the codes to my bank account, and I'll have $108 million. There's other ones that pretend they're from China and pretend they're from Russian prisons and all sorts of things like that. They always say to you, we'll make you rich, but you've got to give us some money. And when we sat down to build DuePoint, we said no. We are trying to deal with a financial crisis. So we cannot be taking the money of people to allow them to use the system. So what we did was we said we will create a system that does not cost you anything to be in the system. As a wealth engineer, we don't charge you a startup fee. There's no box of goodies you're going to buy this evening. There's no starter guide you're going to pay for. You don't pay for training. You don't pay for our technology. And we don't charge you a monthly fee of any kind. Ever. You will see me, I'm going to say the word free a lot tonight, and I mean it. Again, that is what we built. We were very serious when we built this business. We were very serious because we are a contender in the economy in South Africa. We couldn't come up with something that was half-assed. Everyone would know about it. This was the real deal that we were making here. And so this evening, ladies and gentlemen, you are not making a financial decision. So if you were concerned that you were going to be losing more money tonight or started panicking when the doors got locked, they are locked, hey Jane? You can relax. You can relax. This is not a financial decision this evening. And in addition, it is not a decision that will require you to have any specific educational qualification. You're not intermediaries. You're not brokers. You're not agents. You're not advisors. You're not salespeople. You're not marketers. You're not advertisers. You don't do any of that here at DuePoint. And therefore, everyone in South Africa can be a wealth engineer with us here at DuePoint. It means that everybody gets to build an asset too. That's a term you hear bandied around a lot. And when we started DuePoint, we thought, do we use the term asset? Because when you go into Facebook, they say, build a real asset, work from home and become a millionaire in 3 months. Yeah. No, unfortunately, we have to use the word asset because an asset is where wealth comes in. By this income stream you create, this team of individuals that you build as your leverage, your channel here with us, is actually something you can price with us. And at DuePoint, you can actually sell your channel. While you're still alive, you can sell your income stream and your team to somebody else and realize the value of it before time has even passed. That's what a real asset is. That is what we do here. But more importantly than that, we are a generational company. 66 years old, we don't worry about today, we worry about the generations. And when we designed DuePoint, we said to ourselves, we cannot solve South Africa's problems in one generation. It's just not possible. We have to start putting a solution in place that will transcend the generations. And therefore, the channel you build with us, the income stream you make with us, when you pass away one day is automatically handed over to your children. And your children will earn the income that you created during your lifetime. They will then be able to take your asset and build it further. Why did we do this? Because we need South Africans to become entrepreneurial. Jobs are no longer solving the problem, are they? None of you are getting richer. As we've said, the newspapers are now telling you how you're getting poorer in your jobs. We don't say lose your job, keep your jobs, go for it. It's a scarce resource these days. But you've got to start building something that your children can build on top of and your grandchildren can build on top of. You look at the wealthiest people in South Africa and around the world. All of them are wealthy because of generations of wealth. Then we get all upset with them. They stole this and they're so lucky. And no, they're not. They just worked on their business for 4 generations. When you've worked on your business for 4 generations, you'll also be stinking rich. And what we want to do at DuePoint is we want to give you something that from generation to generation, you can build a wealthier and wealthier family. That's what we've created here. And we've designed it in a way that doesn't embarrass you. That's where the stigma comes in. People have been burnt and embarrassed in the past. Sure, they've lost money, but I think for many South Africans, the fear is that they will be further embarrassed. Some of my friends say to me, no, my name is my brand. They're not earning a cent off of their name, so it's not a very effective brand. But they tell me that it's their brand, and they will only put their stamp on it once they can really trust it. What they're saying to me is, Brendan, I don't want to be embarrassed. We understood this. I certainly did not want to be embarrassed. Please, I mean, why? I've got friends and peers as well. Not many. I'm losing them because I work so late. But, we all have friends, we have peers, and we don't want to be embarrassed in front of them. And when you say, listen, come and join this new business opportunity and you have to sell them these vitamin tablets over here, everybody automatically gets embarrassed and doesn't want to do it. No, we said, no, that's not what we're going to do here. What we're going to do is we're going to create a business for you that will look, feel, and act like a private bank. Your experience as a wealth engineer here at DuePoint will be the same as if you had opened an account at any of the private banks in South Africa. This isn't a bank. I've had people confuse me about that. This isn't a bank. Your experience here will be. Have a look at our offices. Do you think we knock these offices up with like paper mache and chicken wire? No. Have a look at the staff that we have here. Then I want you to take a look at the technology that we use at DuePoint. And again, I'm pretty willing to challenge anyone on this. I don't believe there's another company in the country right now that has the technology that we have. We work with the banks, we work with the insurance companies. They all envy us because of the cutting edge technology that we have here, and it's yours. It's yours. In addition, you don't have to sell anything. Fantastic. I don't want to sell anything to anybody. I really don't, especially if I can get a better product at Checkers for a cheaper price. I don't want to sell anything. And so you don't have to sell anything, and you don't ever have to present the DuePoint opportunity. Not ever. This is because of our technology. We are in your pocket 24 hours a day, and there's only 2 people do the presentation, and that's Rob and me. That's it. You never have to open your mouth. What do you got to do? Do you require more income? Yes. Click. That's what you do at DuePoint. That's what we train you to do. Click, play. And we do the work for you. We leave you in one position only. the position where you need to connect individuals to us, bring them to us, plug them into our technology, and we do the rest from there at a level no one else in the country is doing it right now. All right, so how do you connect people to us? Well, there's 4 ways that you do it. The first way is you go to our information counter and you buy a USB stick. It's 170 Rand. There it is. Not 4,500 Rand, it's not 35,000 Rand, it's 170 Rand once off. And if you struggle with data, this is your solution. That USB stick will plug in a TV, a computer, a laptop, and you click play, and there we are, doing the DuePoint presentation, connecting people to us. Then the second way is you can come to our studio, as you guys are here this evening. We present and broadcast out of the studio 7 times a week, Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times, mornings. Go to our schedule, pick a time that's convenient for you, whether you're at work or at home or whatever. Click play, and you're in the room with us, live, full HD surround sound. You don't ever have to come back to our studio ever again. Unless you've got somebody who says, I'm not going to believe you until I see the office. Well, then you can bring them here. You're welcome to. We're here 6 days a week. You can come and find us here. We show you we're quite real. But we have the opportunity anywhere in the country, any time of the day, to be connecting people to us. And then the fourth way of connecting people to us is through our YouTube channel. It is the core of our business. Our YouTube channel, search for DuePoint on YouTube and you'll find it there, has every presentation we've ever done. Every presentation we've ever done. When I presented this to the Financial Services Conduct Authority, it used to be the FSB, and when I presented it to the DTI and to all the other 8 regulators that we had to do, I've just recently presented it to the Kenyan Insurance Regulation Authority. When I presented it to them, I said, you know what? You can watch me make every single sales transaction in real time every day. You click play and you watch every sales transaction occur at DuePoint. No other insurance company in Africa today is doing that. And they admitted that. They actually said to us, we wish every insurance company would do this. They might be watching me right now. That's what we offer you, and that is how you connect people to us. With our YouTube channel, you can be in the middle of the night. You can be night shift and push play, and you've got us in the room presenting and connecting people to you here at DuePoint. Now, folks, this is not a pyramid scheme. It is not a Ponzi scheme, and it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I say that originally we said it to justify ourselves. Later on we discovered we said it because we had to stop you in your tracks. The average South African, so desperate, and we understand this, so desperate to make income, is looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. They really are. That's why South Africans keep losing their money to Facebook pages and websites and emails that they receive. They're losing their money because they're desperate. Here at DuePoint, we are a genuine wealth creation company. And that means it comes at a price, guys. It does. We cannot create wealth for you off of nothing. That price, however, is not financial. The price is your time. You are going to have to commit to us time over years to create a wealth that will be permanent with us. Permanent wealth. A very big difference from what you've experienced up until now with transactional wealth. Now we create permanent. So Rob often says we're the only get-rich-slow scheme in the country. But we are the get-rich-permanently scheme here. Now, you're given the task of connecting individuals. As you connect individuals to us through those 4 ways, some of them are going to become wealth engineers like you, and when they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is formed. Your team starts. These individuals, having been to a presentation, get the idea, they go out and they connect individuals to us as well, and some of those people become wealth engineers as well, and we connect them to your team again, and your channel starts to spread across the country. We have seen this over and over and over at DuePoint. It is quite remarkable. Go and look at our training videos and our videos on YouTube, and you will see examples of real channels and how they have spread, even where individuals have backed out. They've started and then gone, you know what, I don't know if I want to be doing this, and they've backed out, and their channels have rippled on and rippled on and rippled on throughout the country. Absolutely incredible. We then come along as DuePoint, not you. We as DuePoint come along and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this market penetration you've created for us, and your income is born without you having to sell a thing. Without a single sale, your income is now born. And you are now in a position to start earning with us. And so, folks, we remind you again that this is not something that's going to make you rich quickly. But for those of you who persevere with us, you allow us to start the mechanic that is the DuePoint system here. Our mechanic is an annuity income mechanic, but it is the process of creating reliable wealth for you. It starts obviously with the facilitation of the purchase of our products. We can't make money out of nothing. But that is our task. Our task is to facilitate the purchase of the products, and it is from that that we're able to then start the wealth creation process. We have 4 products at the moment at DuePoint. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products. Your first one is your very own tax-free investment account. What were we trying to do? Remember the 3 golden rules? Increase income, multiple streams of income, decrease expenditure, and protect what you've got. That's what we knew. So we said, if we're going to do this, we've got to get it right with our products. Not cheap, substandard, badly formed products, but market-leading, objective-meeting products. That's what we did. Access Wealth, 2 products. First one, your very own tax-free investment account. We take 100 Rand of that 324 every month and we stick it in your investment account. You can put any amount you like in there, but you know of your 324, 100 Rand goes in every month. It's your money. There's no waiting period. You can pull it out when you need it. But you have started building an investment asset that is tax-free with us here at DuePoint. Second part of that product, the second part of the plan, for 224, you get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. People say to me, Brandon, why do I want personal accident cover? I want illness cover. Yeah, only if you don't understand the statistics. In South Africa, under the age of 65, you're going to die from an accident. What is an accident? Any external force acting against your body that kills you. Hijacking, shooting, car accident, taxi accident, falling down a ladder, having an aeroplane crash. In one of my training videos, I actually go through those numbers with you. It's pretty scary. In South Africa, 800 people will die in airplanes this year. 800! They didn't tell me that the last time I got on the plane. 800! Are you guys not following me? Let alone the thousands that will die in cars. Tens of thousands probably that will die in cars and outside cars. And the shootings and the muggings and the cash in transit heists. 180 so far this year. Go to YouTube, you'll see people dying there. Guys, you will die from illness, yes, but statistically, you will die from an accident before then. So we priced it in. Protect what you got. If you die from an accident, your beneficiaries get 120,000 Rand. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. And for 249 Rand a month, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. That's it. The princely sum of 249 Rand. You see? These other presentations, what do they ask you for? 4 grand, 5 grand, 3 grand, $80 a month, $90 a month. That's 1,100 Rand where I come from. 1,200 Rand. We wait any longer, it'll be 2,000 Rand. Here we say 249. Less than 250 Rand a month, and we are starting to create wealth. And what do we give you for it? A proper contractual financial service. Contracted. Not some kind of fake imported item that actually got packaged in the China Mall in Randburg, but a proper contracted financial services product. Where you pass away from an accident, you get 1 million Rand. We got one of our wealth engineers, Donnie. Shout out to Donnie wherever you are this evening. He'll give you some amazing examples of friends of his who have died in car accidents, murders, muggings, and have left nothing behind to their family. But for 249 Rand a month, that family would have had 1 million Rand. 1 million Rand pays for education, pays off bonds, pays off cars, for 249 Rand. Now, I challenge you. We did this exercise. I went to about 53 different products to find one that was better and cheaper. And I could not find one. You know why? Because ours covers every single age for 249 Rand. If you're 18 and single, yeah, you could probably get it for less. If you're anything over 26 and not single, there's no chance you'll get it for less than 249 Rand a month. All right, then. Family wealth, funeral cover. Now this covers you for both dying from an accident and illness and natural causes. It is a plan as well. It's got 2 products in it. It starts at 299 Rand a month, and from there you get a whole bunch of options. You can pick funeral cover of 20,000 or 30,000 Rand, and for all of your options you get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. Now this is important to note. For many funeral products you get a tent and 500 Rands worth of airtime. That does not help your family. But when we settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt when you pass away, that changes things for your family. You also get to choose between 5 or 10 extra family members at no additional cost on the 4 options that are available. Watch our training videos on this, guys. I'm going to encourage you again. Go to YouTube. It's just DuePoint. You will find categorized our product training videos, and I'll spend with you hours going through every detail of these products because I have got nothing to hide. At DuePoint, we have nothing to hide because we are genuine. Go and watch those product videos. You will know exactly what you're buying here. And then our last product is our non-financial product. It's our Buyers Club. Every reputable insurance company has its own buyers club. You can think of any insurance company and you'll know which one I'm talking about. Folks, we have a buyers club as well. We're 7 decades old. We've got lots of suppliers that supply us all sorts of things all the time. They give us great prices, discounts, vouchers, services, VIP treatment, all sorts of things. For 299 Rand a month, you get to be a member of our buyers club. You get all of those. What's rule number 2? Spend less than you earn. This product is designed to reduce your monthly expenditure for 299 Rand a month. You get access to every single one. No, you have to go to the gym and get your heart rate up for half an hour and you have to drink coffees at these places. No, none of that. You just get full access to all the suppliers for 299 Rand a month with us, and you can start reducing your expenditure. All right, with us. Fantastic. That then puts us in the position where we can start creating wealth for you. With the inflow of those debit orders on those products, we are now in a position to redirect our distribution cost. Normally, what would we do as an insurance company? We'd advertise to you, wouldn't we? We'd advertise. We make you pay for the adverts through your product payments. It's built in. It's called a distribution cost. We don't advertise. That's why before this evening, you had never heard of us, hey? You'd never heard of it. You're like, who? DuePoint, they must be new. No, they're not. Part of a 7-decade-old insurance company, but we don't advertise. What we do instead is we use you. You connect people to us. And you can connect them to us, as I said, in your house. And so that means that we have the entire distribution cost of those product payments to distribute to you and your channel. And we start doing that through our rewards program, our returns program, sorry. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment that is made in your channel, every month that it's made, multiplied by a factor of where in your team that payment was made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to your friends. Some of them become wealth engineers, they pay for their products, and you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. You introduced them, that's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product, every month that they made. So I get people saying, Brendan, it's 2018, nearly 2019, 55 Rand will buy you nothing. You can get 5 chappies at the cafe for it. Folks, it is every month going forward. Every month. This is an important thing to know. We have a lot of people say, no, but the website on Facebook said that I can sell the pot and get 450 Rand once. You get 450 Rand once. Here it is every month that product payment is made. You're also in control now. Because if that person takes 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3 products, you get 165 Rand. If they take 4 products, you get 220 Rand. Not once, but every month that those products are paid. Find a wealth engineer here this evening, and they will show you how they didn't earn once, they earned every month. Now the other thing about all of this, and we know it well in South Africa, is there's lots of promises. Lots of promises. The latest ones, we're going to take you to, was it Hollywood? They're going to take you to Hollywood. Then that downgraded to China. And I think now it's Soweto that they're taking everyone to. I'm not sure. Just tell me again. They're downgraded, they're downgraded. The promises get downgraded. So you can sell the pot for 450, but then they don't deliver the pot because the pot is still being made or there's too much demand on it. At Dewpoint, you will find that that will never ever happen. Ask anyone who's been with us here for the years and years and years that we've been running, they'll tell you we've never paid late and we've never run out of insurance products. We're always able to deliver them instantaneously to you here at Dewpoint. You are in control of your wealth creation at Dewpoint because we don't sell things here. Now, these folk are out, they're going to chat to some of their friends, some will become wealth engineers as well, pay for their products, and you will get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. 55 Rand again. Take a look at this example. I know it's just an example, it's just dots on the screen. You've put half a dozen people in. And you are now earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. 12,000 Rand a year. That's the other thing you're going to find out about us. We do not tell you you're going to be rich in 90 days. Because that's not true. But what you're doing here is, with the minimal amount of effort, you are now earning 12,000 Rand extra a year. You still got your job, life carries on, but in the middle of the month, every month, an extra 1,000 Rand is now coming into your account. So now you put a little bit more time, a little bit more effort in, because this seems like a good thing. It seems very reliable. They're delivering on their promises. And you will continue to earn on every product in your channel, but now at a diminishing rate, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you always get 4% of 27.50 Rand on every product payment, on every point in your channel, as long as you qualify to earn. Do you want to know how complicated it is to qualify to earn at Dewpoint? It took Rob 2 minutes 57 to explain it. you can go to our website and watch the 2-minute 57 clip, and he'll tell you exactly how to get qualified here. And as long as you're qualified, you earn on every point. This is generational wealth, ladies and gentlemen. You now hand your 20-point deep channel to your daughter or son when you pass away, and they build it to 50 points. They then hold it, hand it over to your grandchildren, and your grandchildren build it to 100 points, and they hand it over and hand it over. That's what we build here at DuePoint. We don't build another shop on the corner street. This is generational wealth that we produce for you. So what can you earn at DuePoint? Well, again, I don't want to spend too much time on this because we do it every night, so I'm going to fly through it a little bit with you. We took 20 years of data, and we worked out what we think are reasonable milestones for you. If you put your heads down and you'd grow at a rate of 3 plus 2, 3 people in your first month, 2 people every month thereafter. That's it. You go to any other presentation anywhere, and I've been to lots. They say, I need 15 people a week, 30 people a month, 100 people every 6 months, 2 people a month. That's what we say. If you can consistently put 2 people in a month, every month without failure. And everybody, and we put all the maths in, guys, believe you me, lapses, cancellation rates, people not doing 3 plus 2, etc., etc. We believe that these are reasonable milestones in the DuePoint system. If you can do it for 6 months, you're going to be on 2,500 Rand a month with us. Have we seen it happen here at DuePoint? You betcha. Many, many people that stick out 6 months. Can you stick out 6 months? Ask yourself that question. Can you stick 6 months out? That's 30,000 Rand a year you've now added to your income. Have you had to sell anything? No. Have you had to buy anything? No. You are growing and growing with us. Can you do 6 more months to a year? That's this time next year. We'll be sitting here, Thematic Thursday, 2019. And you're on 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. Facebook promised you millions there. I'm telling you, you'll be on 9,000 to 10,000 Rand after a year. That's if you add 2 people a month. You can add 100 people a month, you can add 1 person a month. It just changes the deadlines and the timelines. I'm trying to give you just a dipstick test of what you can earn here. For anyone here, no matter what your job, title, or education is, would an extra 10,000 Rand a month not change everything? I know it would for me, an extra 10 grand a month. That's 1 year away if you work consistently. If you do 2 years with us, that rises to 27,000 Rand. You're still not rich, the Facebook page is still beating us. But you're earning 360,000 Rand a year now as hobby income. An asset you're building on the side, you still have your job, and it's an extra 360,000 Rand a year. If you can do 3 years with us, that's going to rise to 40,000 to 45,000 Rand a month. If you can do 4 years with us, it's going to be 60,000 to 65,000 Rand a month. And if you can do half a decade, ladies and gentlemen, not 5 months, not 5 days, not 5 weeks, 5 years plus with us, we'll get you to 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's your Facebook page right there. There it is. Except we didn't say 3 months, we said 5 years. For you, the biggest challenge is going to be, can you stick it out for 5 years? I said once, a couple of years ago, I used to give the presentation where I said to people, have you ever done anything and stuck to it for more than 5 minutes, other than your job, okay, and your kids because you were forced to? Social stigma and all that. This year, 1st of January, did you go, this year I'm going to the gym, and you have clapped it every day since the 1st of January? Hands up. I've done it. Have you not done it? No? Okay. What about this year I'm going to learn a new instrument, and for 2 years you did not give up 1 practice session? I want you to think right now about anything you've ever done in your life that you've stuck out for more than 5 minutes. It's a very short list, and it's generally bad things. Like this year I'm taking up drinking. Have not failed. Have not failed. Do you see? There we go. An honest Joe in the back. We like that. Honesty is key. Generally, the list is short, and it's made up of bad things. Guys, if anyone tells you creating wealth at DuePoint is easy, they are lying to you. You know why? Because it's an emotional journey. People are not going to do things that you put in. You're going to put them in, you're going to connect them. Some will take products, some won't. Some will grow, some won't. And you'll go, why are people not doing this? Why can't they see the vision? Guys, if you know, Rob and I have worked out, we've done nearly 1,000 presentations of this. You must know how many people have moved through this room and through the live stream to imagine how many times I can ask the question, why have they not caught the vision? Do you know where they are? They're still poor, they're still at home, they're still desperate, and nothing has changed for them. But they stand there and go, yeah, but this is nonsense, and this is this, and this is that, and this is that. But they're still in the same position. You need to move above that and go, hang on. My only responsibility at DuePoint was adding people and connecting people. That was all they asked me to do. I did not need to worry about what the people did that I added. Because that's actually the truth at DuePoint. This is a mathematics exercise. As long as you keep adding people, the maths will start working for you. The moment you start worrying about the people you put in your channel, you'll quit. You will quit. And here we don't want people quitting. We want people getting to month 60. Because if we can get you to month 60, you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand with us. 60. Can you do it? Ask yourself that question. Are people doing it at DuePoint? For sure. Go to our YouTube channel. You will see everyone. We show you everybody. We show you people doing this slowly. A couple hundred Rand a month. We show you people earning a couple thousand Rand a month. We show you people earning 10, 20, 30,000 Rand a month. And we'll show you the people doing 60, 70, 80, 100, 120,000 Rand a month. It is all on our YouTube channel. It is a public company, this. Everything is open for you to see. Your decision is, where do you lie in the scale? Where are you going to, what are you going to commit to the task? Maybe you don't need 100,000 Rand a month. That's absolutely fine. Maybe you just want 5 extra grand a month. That's absolutely fine. Then work to get your 5 grand. That's it. It is up to you what you do here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have told you everything there is to know about DuePoint. I really have. You can go and do all the research you want. You'll find it very disappointing because you heard everything tonight. This is an open book company, and this evening we're looking for people who want to build wealth. We believe that we are the only economically viable solution for South Africans. It's not a marketing statement. That is what we built at DuePoint for the average South African. If you're a high net wealth individual, we're definitely not for you. You're already wealthy. Well done. For the rest of us, we need something that doesn't cost us, but will take time, but is permanent. That is what we've built here at DuePoint this evening. Folks, we give you all the tools and support that you need. If you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, jump onto our website, dewpoint.net, click join, fill out the form. You're a wealth engineer. Tonight, you're building wealth. Tonight. No money having parted from your hands. But if you need more, we've got more for you. Pick up the tools. This is not money making for us. We don't make any money off of these. Believe you me, selling USB sticks is not going to make us rich. The USB sticks are for you. If you don't have data, if it's too expensive, get the USB stick tonight. Order it from client service if you're around the country. If your phone keeps dying, get the battery. Not only does it charge your phone when it's dying, because remember, your phone is what you use here, but it's a good conversation piece. DuePoint. Who's DuePoint? Great. Click play. That's what you do. If you want more tools for connecting, get our business cards. 5,000 Rand set that you get for 645 Rand. Why? Because we buy in bulk. We're a major insurance company. We go in, we say, yeah, here's a whole pile. Print them for us. They give it to us at 645 Rand. You get a 5,000 Rand set of business cards custom made for you. Fantastic for just connecting people to us. We got everything else. Caps, pins, pens, notepads, notebooks, covers for iPads and tablets. We got it all. Start the conversation. Get the tools, and they're not expensive. Go and look at the prices, call client services guys, and get these tools delivered to you. And then, folks, support, man, we give you everything. First of all, a real brick and mortar office. I took a picture from the sky so that you could see that we look just like that website with a computer drawn office, because if that's what's drawing you in, okay, there's ours right there. It's a real office. We're sitting in it. Here it is. The ceiling's right there. Rob could probably touch it. I can't. We give you cutting edge technology. You can go right now to the website, and you will find that there are no pages under construction on our website. Isn't that lovely? You go to them, you search, oh, the pages under construction. I'll automatically get suspicious. Everything is fully built. You get all the cutting edge stuff that's on your phone, everything you need. Folks, our free app is how you build your wealth. It's on here. Your entire business is on here. Somebody asked me the other day, do you have branches? Yes, here. I have a branch in everybody's pocket. It is right here anyway. Download this evening your free app and build your wealth. On there's your policy documents and your terms and conditions, your training videos, your personal details, and your channel is on there. That's what you use. There's a surprising statistic this week. We were looking. Half the people who become wealth engineers don't download the app. What are they doing? Just becoming a wealth engineer for fun. I'm going to do this for fun, but not really for real. Folks, if you sign up as a wealth engineer this evening, download the app. It's free. Put it on your phone, and you're there. All right, YouTube, subscribe, free. Get on there. It's the support, everything you need. You want to know about this business? You want to learn about it? You find it on our YouTube channel. And then, guys, Facebook. We are live on Facebook every day. Half the content we produce is on Facebook. Follow us, love us, don't like us. Don't like people who like us. I only like people who love us. You can like the guy who sells handbags and all of that. We make wealth. You want to love the guy who creates wealth. Love us there. All sorts of stuff that's going on. We run Facebook competitions all the time, extra ways to make cash, and we keep you informed. This business is alive. You're in it with us. This is not a cold-faced insurance company company where you go to the office once in a blue moon. Here you are in our doors, in our hearts every day. No one is doing this in South Africa today. We are live with you all the time. Folks, training. We know that you need training in this. We know it, guys. You've been selling pots and pans, or you haven't done this at all. We have to fix all of the damage that's been done. We run an XP Rewards training program, best training program in the country. As you do the program, we reward you. Two ways. We first give you experience points, XP points. Anyone who likes gaming will know that we have gamified our training here. You get XP points as you accumulate experience through our program. Your channel naturally starts growing because that's what the training does for you. And as those two criteria are met, we rank you up. Not only do you have a real sense of wealth creation, you have a sense of momentum. How many South Africans are trapped in their circumstances today? How many? And we have built something that can give you purpose and momentum again. As you rank up, we reward you with a bit of cash in the beginning. You're a beginner, you get a little bit. As you get to intermediate, you get a little bit more. As you get a little bit more serious, the cash gets a lot more serious. We have 28 mapped ranks at the moment. I have shown you the first 11. We have 28. You are 1/3 of the way through with me this evening. At rank 5, we start to give you not cash but tools. At rank 5, it's a lightning memory stick from the US, imported specifically for you, plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa. Presentations, downloads, testimonies, tools, training, everything you need is on there. Means you can connect people anytime, anywhere. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand imported set of business cards. Custom made for you, gold gilded. Not printed. It's not my Cokie pen in my office. Rob told me they did that for one of the big banks. They sat there with gold pens. No, ours is gold gilded. We actually have to send it to a very specialist guy who puts the gold on it. When you hand somebody a gold gilded business card, they don't think you're Amway. They don't. At rank 9, which is a long way from where you guys are tonight. Where are you guys tonight? Rank naught. When you get to rank 9, which is not going to take you 5 minutes, so this evening don't go, I'm joining DuePoint because I'm going rank 9. Yeah, you will get there. Everyone will get there, but it takes time. When you hit rank 9 and you maintain your channel size with us every year that you do from that time forward, we take you and your family away on a 1-week trip, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. None of this nonsense that we see online, like, congratulations, you won, but you have to buy the air tickets or pay the airport taxes. I heard a radio ad the other day saying, oh, if you win, you just have to pay the airport taxes. The airport taxes are 90% of the ticket. So you might as well have not won anything. Folks, here it's all expenses paid. We take you away for a week. We go every year. We've been before. We're going again. 8th of December this year. We're on our way. We're on our way. The hotel is booked. We've got rooms waiting for rank 9s. And we've got tickets waiting for new rank 9s. We go business class. And so I can show you where we go. I can, every year. I don't have to show you internet stock video footage. I'll show you the real stuff because we go every year. And you've got to decide whether the time and the energy and the persistency is worth it. All righty. How fast you get there, that is up to you. That is up to you. We have got our road to rank 9 going on at the moment. It's exactly 4 months until we leave. 4 months and 6 days until we leave. And so if you're following us on Facebook at the moment, we're running a competition on Facebook. Go there, find us, like us, love us, follow us, and do what you need to do. Go find there's a whole canvas that you can go to there, gives you the instructions on what you need to do to join the competition. By the end of this month, 31st of August, you could win an extra 2,000 Rand this month. So your returns, your rewards, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you're following us. Folks, are you going to make it to rank 9 by the end of this year? Yeah, some of you, the rest of you, no. That's okay. Did you join DuePoint to come away with us to Mauritius? No. You came here to create wealth, permanent wealth. By the time you reach rank 9, you can probably afford to take yourself away. But we give it to you as a reward for the hard work you've done to create wealth for yourself, to persevere, and to become something that others in South Africa are not doing and becoming at the moment. You can get there quickly, you can get there slowly. That will be completely up to you at DuePoint. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It is not branded. It's not financed through us. You don't rent it from us, and we don't give it to you and then take it away. It's your car. Again, a reward for hard work, and one we hope will lead you to a future of freedom. Then, folks, this Thursday, opportunity, ladies, particularly for you. Coming up Thursday, not this today, but next Thursday, Women's Day, we're running a double presentation here. So we can lie at home and make it Puza Thursday, and we spend more than we earn, or we can follow the golden rule and earn more than we spend and be here. 2 opportunities. Guys, it will be broadcast live around the country. So for you too, next week Thursday, let us not waste that day, but take the opportunity where we don't have to go to work and use it as an opportunity to connect people to DuePoint. Once at 10 o'clock and once at 12:15 on Thursday. By lunchtime, we're done. You have half the day off, and you've built wealth twice in one day next week. Let's jam this venue full here at DuePoint. Let's jam all of your venues full. Book it in. Go to our website. Book it in. Commit yourself to the task of connecting people to DuePoint on Thursday next week. Put it in your diaries. No excuses, guys. No excuses. All right. What we have built here, we have built with all seriousness. If you feel like I didn't cover a topic this evening, come and talk to me about it. Come and tell me what your concern is. You are dealing with something that is very real here. We are regulated, licensed, reviewed, audited regularly. We want every South African right now realizing, flicking the switch in their minds that things are not going to get better. They are not. They are the worst they have been in our history. And nobody is coming to our rescue. You know it. You might not want to face it, but it's the truth. And we have to be the solution. We, the people, have to be the solution. We've put together something you can do from this evening that will cost virtually nothing. 0 risk. But it's going to require your time and your energy. If you're serious, if you want to change your future options, pick this tool up this evening and come and join us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in this evening.
Thank you.